This is the final episode of Snobcast from 2019, and we're going straight into the fucking new decade.
Oh my God. With a live studio audience today.
With a live studio audience. Are you guys alive? Oh, that's gonna have to peak in editing.
Great way to spend all our sponsorship money.
Ah, jeez.
Hiring
this is the last episode of 2019. We couldn't be more happy than to have our Lebanese Prince with us today, Mr. Emile Khoury.
Lebanese Prince, that's beautiful. Thank you. Last time we had a live audience, I was talking about how I jack off in socks. So
that is a fact. And the episode was called
Patient.
Patient, or was it the stepsister one?
It was the Patient.
It was Patient.
Yeah.
You know what? The Patient is back.
The Patient is back. The Patient is here, and I feel like there's no better way than to close 2019 with my Italian brothers right here.
So you son of a bitch.
Me and Johnny and Romanian Steve.
Yeah. I thought he was Ukrainian.
No, Serbian Steve.
Sorry, Turkish.
Serbian.
Okay, perfect.
I'll tell you what.
Question mark.
I'll tell you what we're doing here is it's New Year's Eve, and we have some sort of friends gathering here because no one else has a family, and you're here because you don't have a family.
I don't.
No one else has a family.
Everybody got murdered. We just popped champagne. We're drinking. That's what's happening.
Yep.
And I couldn't think of a better way to end a decade with you guys than with you guys.
Are you happy of your decade?
No, I'm not.
that's a straight.
No, I'm happy.
We're connecting on this fact because I'm not happy about mine either. So
You're not
no,
happy about your
I'm
decade?
okay with mine.
You're okay with
Okay, and that means I'll probably at some point when I'm 90, I will be like, fuck, I regret that decade.
This decade, this specific decade.
this decade?
What even happened this decade?
I left my ex-girlfriend.
Nothing good.
The only thing I remember in this decade was Trump winning the election.
That's it?
Now he's
about
being
it.
impeached at the end of the decade.
And wow, in the same fucking decade.
Wow.
He couldn't even make it one decade.
Well, technically,
some people make it a decade.
He can't make a decade.
Yeah.
Tom, you're a fucking idiot.
It's 8 years maximum you could be in office.
Yeah, but he can't finish this one off. He's crossing decades.
Listen,
He's gonna be out of
technically,
office.
okay, I get what you
You
mean.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
He couldn't do it. Some people have lived through decades.
Tom, that's too much math
Like our
for this
grandparents.
podcast.
Like our grandparents, they've probably fucked a lot through some decades too.
there's our grandparents that have lived through the decades, and the 4 people that listen to this podcast have lived through this a few decades.
Yeah.
So,
Hi to the Netherlands.
what's up? However you say what's up in Netherlands.
I don't remember. I'll get back to
Isn't
you.
it aloe? Didn't you say something?
Aloe?
Or is that a plant?
What?
What? Aloe, isn't it? Didn't you say like it's like...
When did I say this?
I might be listening to different podcasts. So
Anyways, Emile, why did your decade suck?
It didn't suck. It started off with me getting banned from my graduation party in high school.
What?
And it's finishing with me in an apartment with a bunch of Italians. So I mean,
I feel like that's how you could have gotten banned from your high school.
it did.
Can you explain that story? I don't understand.
Yeah, so I was in high school. It was.
Oh, you were in high school.
I
That's
was
good.
in high school
That's
at
good.
some point in my life.
Congratulations.
And we had this. We created a group for our Sec 5 class, which is grade 12. And there was this.
Was that the name of the group?
It was called. So I used to go to this school in the West Island of Montreal. It was called
Rich.
it was actually, yeah, I don't even know how my parents got me through that private school because clearly their investment went to shit. But
Yeah.
What was the name of the school?
Collège Beaubois.
Oh.
So that was an attempt at
Yeah.
Tommy's shitty
Soundboard.
audio. So I created this group for the Sec 5 class, which was Collège Beaubois, la promotion du nightmare, which is like we were the shittiest promotion out of all the promotions. And a substitute teacher who was trying to get a full-time job ratted me out to the principal. And she told them there's this group and they're trying to create this sort of collusion and they're going to tear down the school. So
You would have thought it was Italians.
Exactly, but they're not. They're actually not very Quebecers, which is clearly a Quebecer move to snitch on a 14-year-old.
Was she?
Way to lose half our base, our fan base now.
Was she kind of like pointing the finger at you guys like you were a gang, or like?
Yeah, sort of, as if we
She
were
like-
trying. So the principal barges in the class. He's like, Emile, in my office now, and he's like, "Who is doing this?" And I'm like, "I did it." He's like, "Who is doing this?" And I'm like, "I did it. So just please don't yell at me." So he was thinking that I was going to put on this whole fight, and I was trying to hide, but it was in the end I got banned from the. It's a graduation party, right, in English?
Like a prom?
The prom, yeah.
okay.
The prom. I got banned because I went to this private school where we were not allowed to go out on lunches. But at the end of your last year, you were allowed to leave for the last month.
What
I was
the
not
fuck?
allowed to
Is that
leave.
prison?
It's prison.
Sounds like prison,
It's actually
yeah.
prison.
Where the fuck do you go?
Yeah, so
We were allowed to leave as of like Sec 2 or Sec 3.
Yeah, we were not allowed until Sec 5, and I got this
Must have had a
privileged.
Crazy.
This
crazy
privilege.
time.
ripped off.
So you didn't go to prom.
I did not go to prom.
So you didn't get laid on prom, essentially. You got laid
I
when
didn't
you
get
were
laid
25.
until
You know
6
what?
months ago, but that's a different story.
I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody else probably got laid on prom.
Nobody got laid.
That's
on
such an Americanized bullshit thing.
Isn't it when they hit prom? Aren't they like 25?
That's the thing. That's the difference.
In American
Remember,
Pie,
yes.
yeah.
In America, they got like
No,
6 packs. What? How many packs did you have when you were
I
graduating?
barely had a dick pack. So
Oh. Yeah, no, there's no. I feel like the very ripped. Like, there's always that one ripped guy who's like
The jock, yeah.
He's 5'2", but he's ripped, so he has
Yeah.
it going for himself.
and he has somewhat of a big cock.
Exactly. So I feel like that guy who was called Mathieu in my promotion got laid. But
Mathieu.
if Mathieu, you're listening to this, props to you.
And go fuck yourself.
You had sex before you were 18, but I didn't. I didn't.
He'd probably be in jail now.
He would probably actually. Why would he be in jail?
Well,
Well,
why?
if you would have done it now, I mean, if you're having,
No, he's his age.
yeah,
He's
no,
a
but
middle-
if he was doing that now, like, at
If he
17.
was having sex with,
Why are you touching Tom's
why?
leg?
He's so warm. Your hand's so warm.
This is there.
I thought Jerry was back.
Too tight.
Jerry Colvina.
Jerry Colvina. Shout out to last episode. Yeah.
Shout out to Derek
I
Colvina.
just want to say, and I
Oh,
think it
Steve's
was
talking. And we're also
a power
recording
move
for the first
by
time.
the substitute teacher to like narc you out, because that's like one step closer to a permanent gig.
She
so.
did not get the job, and she fucked up my life. So is that
Well,
She
was
didn't
this
get
a
the
bit?
job. That's
She
what
did
I mean.
not get the job
she tried.
because snitches get stitches. The principal beat the shit out of her right after she snitched me out. So
That makes sense.
that makes sense, huh?
Were you mostly all Lebanese in that?
Actually, there was a mix of Egyptians. There was one the token black guy.
Oh, we had one too.
Yeah, we had a token.
Us
He
too.
was actually métis, like he was half white, half black.
Métis.
Yeah, métis. He was a mix. He was a mixed kid.
Is he from the Congo or?
He was actually half Haitian, half Quebecer. Very successful hockey player. Ended up getting injured. The typical story.
Okay, Georges Larac.
Georges Larac type of situation.
Oh wow! I thought you were name dropping like that. It was him.
It was not Georges Larac because he's
okay.
67 years old. So he wouldn't be
And Emile is 22.
22 exactly.
I
That's what I tell.
You look good for 22.
Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Just that one gray pube.
The one, multiple gray pubes and the bags under my eyes and the severe depression is very.
You'll come on the show. This is what your third time on the show.
This is my third time on the show.
And we have only 12 episodes.
This is beautiful. Keep inviting me, guys, because I don't have friends.
And we also have no one else to invite. So
I really hope you guys don't make it so I can have an excuse.
You
to
know
have a
why?
podcast
It's
every once in a
we're
while.
gonna tell you why. It's because Dolino's not back yet.
That's why the special guest.
and also,
Ladies and gentlemen, you just walked through the door. A very special guest, one of the great comedians of our province, Dorino.
Really happy for you. I'm let you finish.
That's probably what he would say.
Dorino had the best out of 2019. That's in my opinion.
thank you. I appreciate
Great comic though. He just to give a shout out to Dorino. He just came back from
France.
a gala from France. Came back from France.
Even
He was
Africa.
opening for Samia Orseman, which is a huge comic in France. He just came back from Abidjan. So Dorino, fantastic comic. We love
Yeah.
you.
Wow,
Shout out.
Congratulations.
We
Dolino.
love you,
To
Dorino.
Dolino. Le vrai ou faux.
I feel like this is like the shout out podcast. We do a
Yeah,
lot. Hey Dom, thanks for the song.
Great song, Dom.
Great.
We're closing out the decade with a great theme song.
Oh yeah.
Am I right, Emile?
I
Emile
have
was
to say,
jamming.
this is the theme song of the Snob Snobcast is probably the best theme song that I've ever heard in my life.
No,
For
no,
real?
I
I'm
can't-
not
I
even
can't
exaggerating.
accept
I'm
that.
not even.
We didn't pay
I
you to
wouldn't
say
like
that.
to. I would tell you if it was shitty or not. It's a pretty good theme song.
We can't accept that, but I will accept it. It's the best compliment
Yeah.
that anyone's ever given me.
Because you've written that song.
No, I did not. I just said, "Hey, put some horns in there."
Yeah, yeah.
And they were like,
yeah.
"Oh, here's a song," and I was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it grooves. It's the Snobcast, the theme from Snobcast.
As the French people say, ça pousse, what is it? It's ça pousse en esti. No, ça sonne en esti.
Ça frotte en esti.
Ça frotte. I hope there's no frottage going on during our theme song.
Emile
I don't
has-
know where you guys hang out, but
Yeah.
I've never heard this expression my whole life.
We're also recording for the first time ever.
Yeah.
What's up, fam?
What's up?
Song
What's up?
video.
What's up?
Everyone could just see Emile's beautiful profile,
Beautiful
that Lebanese
profile.
Prince profile.
Amazing.
Can they see the gold chain or should I take it up?
You should probably just pull it out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
hold
I
it
don't,
up
I don't
now.
mean your cock, by
Hold
the
it
way.
up
Just
now.
pull it out.
Hold it like that the entire time.
Did they do a what's it called when you for Aladdin? Did
That was a sick segue.
did they screen test you at all for Aladdin?
For Aladdin, no, because I feel like I'm a very pale Arab, so
It's a race joke.
it's a race joke.
It's a
but,
race joke.
I
feel like
wish
you'd-
they would have.
Yeah, because Jasmine was pretty hot. So I
Jasmine
feel
was
like
pretty hot, but you know what I felt as an Arab watching Aladdin? It was a situation where I'm like, most of the actors are Pakistani, so this is completely off.
and Canadian.
And Canadian, so it didn't really feel like an
Just
Arab
like the-
situation.
I feel like just like the guys that work in Italian pizzerias.
Exactly, they're mostly
Yeah.
Sri Lankan.
Sri Lankan.
Sri
Yeah.
Lankans.
Yeah.
Except in the typical pizzerias. I don't feel like in the real Italian restaurants you have everything.
No, but if you go to like
Yeah,
Super
sure.
Danny on Drummond and like
Super Danny.
Sherbrooke or wherever the
yeah.
fuck that place
That's in
is.
front
Yeah.
of 1234 back in the day. Did you ever go to
Yeah.
But
1234?
Super Danny is Algerian. It's not the same thing.
Look, I'm
Yeah.
not here
And
to
by the way,
point a finger at anybody's country.
Super Daddy is way too cheap to have any employees. This guy is
Yeah, no, it's him.
106 years old. He's been working at this pizzeria alone. He has 2 locations. He runs from one location to the other. On
And
the
they're
same
both
shift.
the size of bathrooms.
And they're both delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Very
I don't think
delicious.
But
I-
it's Arab pizzas. It's not Italian.
Yeah, it's not
pizzas.
Italian pizzas. 'cause-
So there's this thing where I feel like Arabs found this loophole where they open pizzerias and they use that as to launder money.
I think a lot of people
Are you
open up
are you
pizza
like
places to launder money.
you're not a rat, right?
I could be if you pay me enough, but
Shit.
for now I'm not a rat. Why?
The CLDV is not paying me enough, so I guess
Yeah.
I can't.
This was a
can't
low
do
blow
that.
to CLDV.
But I don't know. I mean, it's I don't want to no negativity in 2020. You know
You
what
want
I
to
mean?
look. We should
Why?
look
But
back
wait,
on
wait
it.
first. Just
I don't
want to
be basic.
You don't want to be
Well,
basic, but
that's not a
you're
good
being
start.
basic by saying no negativity because
No.
there
Because
should be negativity.
What's bad about being basic? Some people like being basic.
Oh.
Yeah, like you,
That's
like
fine.
you.
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't mind.
But
I don't
Wait,
mind.
wait, Johnny, you're gonna tell me no negativity in 2020?
no, fuck that. I'm definitely the first thing I do when I wake up on January 1st,
Is do
which
have
is
a
tomorrow.
have a
jerk
vigil
off.
for Harambe.
I will wake up and be like, fuck, my knee hurts. You know,
Exactly.
so that's
Yeah.
right away negativity.
No,
But-
you shouldn't be. Like
I've been to your shows. I've performed to a couple of your shows.
Oh, you have?
I feel
I never
you're-
noticed.
you've got in a fist
couple?
fight with older ladies just because they were breathing wrong. So that's you're saying no negativity. You're gonna have a lot of work to do for next year.
Listen, if you were referring to that one specific episode where a woman came to me and said, "Hey," so just a brief background. During the CLTV Comedy Lounge, I give out boxes of cookies,
Which you hope.
which you've had, right,
Yes,
Emile?
they're fantastic.
They're like cocaine.
Heavenly taste. They're like they
Heavenly
are
taste.
cocaine.
Yeah.
They're not like cocaine.
I give out boxes of cookies to people that, you know, interact with me, whatever. And one woman came to me after the show and said, "Hey, I love the show. I've never been. First time, great show. But the way you give out cookies is disrespectful." So I you
we
know-
had to pull you away from.
no, but that wasn't the reason why I got upset. I took her criticism. I said, "Okay, how should I?" You know, I said, "How?" She goes, "Everyone you gave cookies to, you knew." I said, "How do you know that?" Which I didn't. I gave
No.
to one person that I knew, the person from Detroit, who said I would never sleep with her.
At least you got to leave with some cookies.
At least,
Which didn't get the cookie.
Yeah.
Wait, did she?
No,
Dum dum dum.
I went to eat and I passed out.
Classic.
So,
Sounds about right. Yeah.
so she's like, "Oh, you gave the cookies to everyone that you knew," and I was like, "Well, you don't know that." And then my dad, who's very protective, overheard, and my dad He's like, okay, don't, just step away. Because we had a great show that last show, right?
A fantastic
It was an amazing show.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
But my dad pulled his hand in his pocket and pulled out his wad of cash, pulled out $100 bill, and said, "Here, go buy your fucking cookie."
That was amazing.
to that bitch of a woman. And then she told my dad, "You're fucking disrespectful."
Oh my god.
And I saw black. I ran out of that room and I wanted to murder a bitch. I didn't, because Emile and I think even Joey Elias stopped me because I was gonna murder
Oh
somebody.
my god.
No negativity. in
We were gonna have to
2020.
take over the CLTV Comedy Lounge that night.
I would have been in jail.
Yeah.
It was because seeing you storming out of the venue, I'm like, someone just shot his sister
Almost.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
throat, and then I realized that it was about cookie situation. But I have to point out,
It was a cookie situation.
power move by your father.
Yeah.
With his wad of cash.
Your
Yeah.
father who tries to make it seem like he's trying to handle the situation, and then pulls out $100 bill
She instantly
tells-
became humble.
and tells this 160-year-old lady, "Go buy yourself some cookies."
Fucking cookies.
Which is a polite way of telling you, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
You know what the best part is? She's never going to hear this because I doubt she listens to this podcast. So she
Honestly,
gets
I
it.
hope she died.
No.
Personally. So
Hashtag no negativity. Hashtag 2020. Hashtag.
and I hope she died choking on a Heavenly Taste cookie. Personally.
No, even worse than that, a Maria cookie. Have your cheap cookies. Should have taken that $100 bill.
Jesus.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
take the money, right?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
She
no.
I would have.
What a dumb fucking cunt. Honestly,
I would have killed her and her family.
Where was I that I missed all of that though?
Probably taking a shit.
Oh.
Jesus.
But I don't know. No negativity, Mil. Come on.
At the bar.
Yo, listen. I feel like
Yeah.
you need to have some sort of negativity in your life to be able to surpass it. Because if there was no negativity in your life, there would be no self-help book section in Indigo. So I feel like we need to nurture this negativity and able to.
Oddly enough, at the beginning of the beginning of this year, 2019, my mom bought me a book called Best Self, and I didn't know how to take it.
It's a very weird situation when you receive a self-help book for.
I didn't read
Christmas
it.
or for-
It's still in my desk, as a oh look, I have this book here.
What's it about?
Best Self. Could you imagine what it's about?
To be your best self.
Yeah. I think I'm ready my best self because I
Yeah.
just told that woman to go die. So that's who I am.
That's your truth, Johnny, and we're
And I
very
was-
happy that you
I
shared it
think
with
it's
us.
very insulting to get a.
But I'm actually curious.
Tell my
did
mother.
You guys, did you guys have a strong 20? So I know Johnny, you.
Gio. Don't ever fucking call me that.
Ja.
Ja,
You
yeah.
had this strong 2019 as in you had
Yeah.
this goal of starting to do something in comedy and
Yeah.
you're able to pursue this, what you started in 2018.
JFL, everything.
Steve,
Yo.
how was your
Sorry.
2019?
2019. I don't know. I feel like it sucked at first, and then it was like a lot of that, and then after towards the end, it was like okay.
That sounds horrible.
I have never heard a more vague fucking response.
So I got stabbed in January and,
and I survived.
and I survived. And
But
then
the rest was shit.
around October,
Yeah, but
someone
that's-
slipped GHB in my drink, and then I'm still breathing now. So I guess that's what's happening right now.
And that can't even be it because that's too specific.
Exactly. So I feel like Steve is
You
very cloudy. There's this, he's never.
You know what? I'll talk for Steve because he won't talk. Steve we had a rocky. He had a.
You can join me. If
I'm
you
so
want.
happy that now we have
could join-
video and people can see you do that move.
A rocky 2019, and but Steve found love.
Oh,
that's
yes,
cool.
yes. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about
Wow.
that.
You know what, Steve? That's amazing.
I have still not found love, so good for you, Steve.
Steve found love. So how long have you guys been dating? You and your girlfriend.
Look how uncomfortable he is.
You want
Okay,
to
are you guys dating?
Yes.
Have you told her you loved her?
This is a fucking.
By the way, there's no shame.
What are you doing on this podcast?
No,
right
no,
now?
there's no shame. I just
I
need
love
to,
it when you come in here.
I just need to understand because I know Johnny. I feel like Steve is a very mysterious character, and I feel like I can break him tonight. So
Bring on 2020.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
if you're,
Yeah.
you've told her you loved her. You don't need to be
That's
ashamed.
a no. That's a no.
That's a no. Okay, so
Even though he
So
didn't.
I have a question for all of you guys.
It's fine. I don't have to publish
Because
this
this is
episode.
2020 is a very. It's like the number is beautiful. 2020. I feel like it's gonna be a big
Fucking
year for all of
gorgeous.
us.
Wait until April of that year.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Fantastic.
Podcast.
2020. Oh, I shotgun.
Yeah.
The for.
420 podcast.
Did you ever
Yeah.
think that you would find love
In a hopeless place.
in the whole?
We find love in a hopeless place.
Beautiful vocals.
Thank you.
Did you ever think you would find love this year, or you were not looking for it?
He just twitched. Did you see his lip?
I twitched.
Are you still with her? I'm not understanding what's going on.
Yes.
Right
Yeah. No.
I'm extremely confused.
No. Yes. What was the
If you don't feel like talking
No,
about
what was
it,
the
we can
question
just- Were you ever? Did you ever think that you would find love?
Oh,
this
well,
year?
I don't know.
Beginning of, let's say, because time goes by.
Are you
very
trying to
fast.
say like at the beginning of the year?
Exactly?
Did you
Time
think it
goes
was
by
gonna-
very fast. At the beginning of 2019, we were very different people than we are right now.
Very much.
Yeah.
Did you ever think in January that you would probably find someone that you feel comfortable with and that you would want to share moments with?
Well, no, I don't really go around thinking, "Oh, this is the like." I don't know.
Okay.
It's what it is. If it comes up, like that's how it's supposed to be. You know.
Because Tommy, you've been in a relationship for a while now.
Oh, thank you for noticing.
Gia, I don't know what's the situation.
Gia.
Gia. That's
Patient. It's patient.
I didn't know,
the emphasis is always on the
we
wrong
just found
syllable.
we just
I know you
found
were
the
talking
name.
to me. I know you were talking to
We
me.
just found the name of the next episode. This is-
I didn't know I was named after Angelina Jolie's movie.
Okay.
Isn't that
Gia.
Gilly? No.
Let's not-
So
let's
we
not
can't
talk
bring
about
up Gilly
Gilly,
again.
honestly.
No, you're right.
What was your question?
Like, what's your standpoint? Because I feel like for a lot of people, there's 3 goals that they set their mind to: is finding love, working out, and success, money, whatever.
Did you
it
say
is.
making out?
No,
Working out.
working
Sorry,
out.
I fucked
Like
that.
being healthy,
Yeah.
making money, finding love.
Got you.
I feel like all of these things are bullshit. Okay, there's no such thing as
Making love.
making love. I haven't had sex
In years.
in years.
With someone else.
What are you getting at, Emile? Because
I'm just trying to
because
think,
Steve's crying already.
Because okay, 2020 is starting right now.
swear
We're
to
all
God.
about to set our goals. You've done your
My
vision board.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Okay.
And you're on it.
Thank you. I feel extremely.
It's because I couldn't
grateful to
cut
be
you
on
out
it. Yeah, that's
of
the
the
thing.
picture. It would have been weird.
I'm on
That's
it
the thing, it
too.
would've been-
You and Jeffrey
I don't
Applebaum.
even know what that means that he's on your vision board.
So what I did is
You want
I
to be with him.
No.
What?
No. Listen, I did a vision board.
Okay.
Please hold.
I did a vision board.
Yeah.
And I can't even concentrate because Emile's not here.
Only the people watching this got to see what happened. The people listening to this in the car, have fun at work.
I did a vision board, and it was my most detailed vision board I've ever done. And I put a picture of friends, and so you're all on it. And Emile happened to be in that picture,
Happened to be.
and
Unfortunately.
so is Jeffrey Applebaum. So because I couldn't cut him out.
But great guy. though.
But Emile,
He is a great guy.
Jeff's a great guy. But Emile, who's not here, I don't know who I'm talking to anymore. So the thing is, I did a vision board, and one of those things is already off the vision board. I'm traveling to New Orleans
Oh,
congratulations. In February, and we booked the hotels on my vision board.
Oh.
yeah, the one that's on.
You
there.
know what? Much felicitation.
Thank you for your felicitations.
That's amazing.
I don't know if Emile went to get fellatioed.
Well, listen for the scream. That's usually how he finishes.
So I guess we're just going to talk amongst each other.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know what we could do,
What could we
actually,
do?
because...
Because times, and
We're-
it's almost the new year.
Yeah, and
I have
time is-
shit to do.
Time is always of the
No
essence.
negativity.
So,
That's the name of the episode.
no negativity. No negativity. You know what?
Yeah.
What we should do is we have to do some sponsors.
Yeah.
We have a sponsor for this podcast.
Wow.
No, this episode wouldn't be possible without it. Actually.
This a lot of episodes probably wouldn't be possible without
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
sponsors. They give us boatloads of money. We have a studio audience today.
Woo!
You see? Well, look at all this noise that they make. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We didn't even pay them.
No.
We just have pizza.
Oh, wow. Oh, I can't wait to get to that.
Yeah, we have to. Is it being kept warm?
Yeah.
None of your business.
I'm just.
It's between my thighs.
I think Emile's taking a shit. So,
With Steve, we should just get the sponsors. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like,
yeah.
I feel like you should just introduce our sponsor this week. They're really good.
Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Emile
Emile
back.
Khoury. Everybody,
That's
give it
how
up for
bad
Emile
you guys are
Khoury.
doing
Wow.
podcasting. Make it look like I wasn't fucking leaving.
Wow.
But you literally looked at me and you were like,
"Hey, Emile. Hey, Emile.
because they're filming. We're filming,
Look,
bro.
look, there's a camera.
Because we're filming.
We're not used to that."
We're not used to getting up.
I feel like people at Joe Rogan, they just exit quietly.
That's fine.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan has an editor. I don't know how to use Logic.
It doesn't matter.
Here.
Okay, so did you guys skip over the point of love and as a goal?
Yeah, because now we're getting the sponsors.
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna do a sponsor because we're like about halfway. You know what I mean?
Go for it.
So, Steve,
yeah,
go,
so-
go for it, Steve.
Um,
Ja, you want to intro the sponsor, please?
And now, for the final time in 2019, the Snobcast sponsor of the week.
Thank you.
So, this episode, like all episodes before it, wouldn't be possible without sponsors. And this week it is Citizen. Hey, Ja, do you love traveling to small towns as much as I do?
No.
Don't you find it hard to navigate the town, know what's going on, or who's who?
I do.
Well, Citizen has your town metrics covered. Headed to Hamburgy, Czech Republic? Well, you should know that Krustov has the biggest goat in the village, but not as much, but not as big as Hanka's pumpkins. Or Miss Nakashimi used to be the local loan shark in Hokuto, Japan. Want to know the metrics of your city? Shadiest alleys, street with the most suicides or hell? Find the worst smelling condominium lobby in town? Our proprietary dynamic grapevine decoder intelligently translates, associates, and coordinates all the town's real hotspots. Next time you're abroad, just download Citizen and be the talk of the town.
Thank you so much, studio audience. Thank you to Citizen. I will never be going to Czech Republic.
Hamburgy on top of that.
Hamburgy.
You
Is that a
guys
real town?
Probably population of like 12, and they're all stepsisters.
And they've
You guys don't know what you're missing. I have Citizen and I can vouch for it.
it's time to play a game.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It is time to play a game.
Because
Ja.
we got to get this going. I got to start drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So you know
I
what? We're
could,
gonna. It's guys. It's time for a little segment we like to call "In Time."
I'm really feeling it.
Thank you, in-house band.
Oh my god, isn't that amazing? They live in my laptop.
So, Emile, what's happening now is that because I am obsessed with movie runtimes.
Okay.
So they're gonna test me on how is it? What is it, decade movie runtimes?
Yeah, decade movie runtimes. Yeah,
Oh,
Let's
decade.
do this.
yeah.
I need to guess.
Oh,
How long the movie is?
Oh.
okay. I'm good.
And
Okay.
what's the
We still got the plus or minus 5. Honestly,
plus or
like,
minus?
I
That's
feel
too
like
much. That's too much. Let's do
you want
plus
to
or
do
minus
3?
3.
3.
Okay, somebody pull out a calculator.
It's gonna be hard.
It is gonna be hard.
Emile,
We
you
didn't-
ready? You ready for me to be
We all
Rain Man?
graduated high school here.
Or autistic man, because that's a very specific skill to have.
Oh Jesus!
I was just obsessed. I'm obsessed with obsessed with time. So
Okay,
for me,
perfect.
like, I need to know how long a movie is. I need to know. Also,
He's not obsessed with words. So
no.
yeah.
So are we ready?
Yeah, I can go first if Steve's.
Yeah,
Steve's,
go ahead.
So, movie of the decade. This is a personal favorite of mine. Chef.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Let's go with 106.
Oh my God! Sorry about that.
What
also,
is it?
listener, sorry about that. That seemed a bit loud.
Yeah.
115.
Oh.
Oh my God! You're ending the decade with a loss.
It's because the studio audience is catching me off guard.
Ah, Jesus.
Started a failure will finish a failure.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's what the motto.
Oh
of
my
the,
God! Story of my
of
life.
my life.
I'm just
116, really.
115.
115.
But I mean, you were so off; it didn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
Steve, do you have one? Emile, do you have one? Who wants to go?
I have one.
You have one? Okay, go for it, Steve.
Jenny, I think we saw this one together.
Of course. What have we
Yeah.
not seen together?
Probably
yeah,
porn.
right?
Well, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest. Runtime 4, 12 strong.
12 strong. We'll do 136.
129.
Oh,
Shit,
you're
I'm
still
off.
off. Wow, so far, Ja, you're
Wow.
0 for 2.
You didn't do the buzzer, but I guess
Yeah,
it doesn't count.
it's gonna be too loud. I'll do it once
Just
in a
stretch it
while.
out, man. Just
12
stretch it
so
out.
what a horrible fucking movie.
That's your movie of the decade.
No.
Oh.
But we
He's just choosing movies from the decade.
Movies from the decade.
Yeah.
I chose my movies of the decade.
Tom, do you have another one while
I'm saving
Emile...
that.
Yeah, okay, so I got The Social Network.
Oh, it's 120.
Oh, 121. Congratulate. You know what, Judge? Just for that, you got yourself a little sound effect.
Okay, that's a pretty easy one.
The Social Network?
No, the one I'm about to...
Don't show it to him. It makes it
don't
even
show me.
easier.
The Irishman.
Oh.
It's 209 minutes.
209. I have 3 hours and 30 minutes. So
Yeah, it's the same thing, bro.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah,
So,
it's 210.
that was for his answer, and this is for your mouth.
2 times, not 2. Oh, yeah, you have 3 minutes. That's true.
Get away.
I'll give it to you.
Go away.
Fight me right now.
Go. Let's do it. I'll punch you right in the nuts.
Okay, Ja.
I'll enjoy it.
This is, I know, one that you've enjoyed.
I haven't.
You have.
Okay.
Whiplash.
Oh, fuck. 104.
107. You're right on it. Right on it.
Shit. All right.
You're good at this, though. It's
Well, now I'm
scary.
nervous because everyone's looking at me and
I
stuff.
know.
And
Too many
like,
people.
I think my penis is
No,
inside
man,
my
just-
body.
pretend they're all in their underwear, man.
Oh, my God.
That's I can't do that.
Yeah.
The studio
I'm
audience
gonna
is
get
watching
hard.
in discussion. This is
I always look at you like you're in your underwear, Steve.
And I'm going to get hard. It's not good. It's not good.
Do you have a movie, or should I go with another one and buy you some time?
Okay, let's do one more round and that's it.
One more round? Okay.
Wait, okay, do one, but I have one that you're gonna.
Fine.
Okay.
Go.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
179.
Oh, 180.
No, that's bullshit. It's 179.
It's 180.
So whatever you have there is not right.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody
Go check IMDb right now.
Oh, IMDb. You really want to do this live on
Yeah.
air? Okay, fine.
All
no
right.
problem.
So while Tom
Yeah.
brings up the stats,
Yeah.
here's a movie that we saw in Vegas on the marquee, Inception.
Oh, we didn't see it.
Oh, it's true. That's one we missed. Anyways, you
Uh,
can still do you can still do Inception.
Just an example of how lost Steve is in life.
Also, how crazy you guys probably got in Vegas.
Inception is 144.
Oh wait, 148.
Shit.
Fuck. Well, that's still like close.
How's
to
your
whatever.
your IMDb at Wolf Wall Street?
I'm looking. I don't even know where the fuck. Where do they write it?
At the top.
At the top.
It's probably 2:59. 2 hours and 59 minutes.
Where do you see this?
3?
It's 3 hours.
No, it's bullshit. I own
Somebody call whoever was in
I own the
post-production.
I own the Blu-ray.
I'll do
So-
this. I'll do this.
Yeah, but
Anyways.
you probably have the director's cut where they give you.
No,
1
that one's
minute
4
less.
hours. That one's 4 hours.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't have
I
it.
thought they took away a minute.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Anyways, the fact is, it's now time for another segment we like to call
Yeah.
the ethnic song.
Oh my God, we're just
Of the week.
We're ripping through this podcast.
Let's do it.
Steve, you ready for this?
You said wait. You said
yeah.
179.
Yes,
Yeah, it's correct.
thank you.
Okay.
There you go.
I know I'm right.
You want to cue in Steve again?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. It's the
And
end of
now-
the year. We're a bit fucked up.
And now, for the final time this year, listen in to Hype Man Steve's ethnic song of the week. What do you got for us this week, Hype
So,
Man?
This week I thought I'd do ethnic song of the decade.
Ooh.
But that's very misleading. I'm Hype Man Steve. I break the fucking rules. And everybody, you know what, and even including myself, when I thought of, ethnic song of the decade, I thought immediately of the wrong decade. And
Which is very normal. Because
you
you don't
get
know
the-
what fucking day it is.
The Roaring Twenties.
But that's because this song transcends time, and there really couldn't be any other answer. My ethnic song of the decade, that's not this decade, Goga Sekulic and their classic, Gachice.
So, Panties, everybody.
Panties.
Panties.
Oh my God. You know
wow.
what? That's what we're gonna name this episode. You can leave your panties in 2019.
Wow, good for you, man. You don't know how to tell time or do math.
Yeah.
It's, it's fantastic. Emil, do you have any? I mean, this is it's almost midnight, I think,
It is almost midnight.
and we're just here with our dicks in our hand,
Literally.
doing this podcast that
Be
4
careful.
people listen to.
Louis C.K. got fucked like that. I wouldn't hold my dick in my hand with this many people in a room.
I feel like you guys wouldn't mind, though. Honestly,
Nobody would be surprised if you pulled your dick out right now.
no. If
It'd be
anything,
like-
if Steve's dick, if anything, you know.
yeah, Steve's dick.
Oh, guys, we have 10 seconds left before midnight. We gotta
No,
start.
no, we
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah.
Oh no! What right now? Oh wait,
15, 14.
14, 13,
12,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.